You may not believe. You may think it's not real.
Is anybody there?
What could be haunting this place?
Do spirits really exist? Use your voice and communicate to us.
I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean
Uncover the truth.
on the Ghost Dimension channel.
Hey guys, I'm back today because Sean, our beautiful Sean, is actually filming with, hang on guys, filming with his crew with something he's involved with for Paramount Plus. So that's awesome. So I thought, hey, I'll come in. Hi Cookie, how are you? I got my deck. Let me see what I can get out here. Doing an extra day. Hi, Kay. I see your kids are. Yeah, you know, I just saw a thing I was watching with Brianne, who's up here right now, the Wolf's daughter. And they had a woman up in, I want to say it's up in Alaska, and they're tribal. And she had 7 kids. I was like, oh my gosh, out in the middle of nowhere, 7 kids. That's just insane. Also, I want to take a moment to kind of say prayer for all those that have been left behind. That submersible was found in a debris bed in the ocean. I don't care what anybody's opinion is of people that were down there. It's just a horrible way to pass, and I pray and put thoughts out for their family and for all of their friends and coworkers at this really stressful time. I don't think that anybody believes that that's a great way to pass or transition, and it's just so tragic. So my thoughts and prayers are with them right now. Yeah, it is, you know, and I know they had a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. There's still human lives, and it's just, it is terribly sad. So I know I'm here as an unusual time because I'm not usually here on Thursdays. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Yeah. You sure? That's fine. I hope you're doing well, David. Yeah, I'll get you a card in July, not a problem. So if any of you do want a card that are watching or showing up here and joining in the energy, I welcome it. And yeah, love to do a reading for you. The energy today is kind of, you can see the burn. I've been burning, baby. I burned myself. I grabbed a pie tin. I was making a homemade pie, and I put my hand in the oven without using a pot holder. Like, hello, heat pad, right? Okay, Miss Tammy, I will start with you then. Okay, I'm going to put that up there so you can see it. And let me put some intention in here. And I'm just going to say out loud, like I said, it's hi, Afia, how are you? It's hot energy today. I'm just kind of, I feel really kind of spacey today. Like I'm half connected to the other side and they're not letting me come back here. So it should be interesting. All right, let's see what I got for you, Tammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm actually surprised this card doesn't come up more often. All right, there you go. It is the Raven. Okay, so for you. Okay, ravens are messengers and they don't give up. Okay, so if you're receiving a message and you're not seeing it or hearing it or paying attention to it, they will make sure you do pay attention to it. And they're kind of the gatekeepers of the in-between. So they, and as we move forward, we have so many different earth changes going on, and actually the universe, just the way everything is aligning up. And the Raven's talking about just keeping you in that level place, that level place of calm, and so that you can kind of understand things in a little bit better way. The messages are almost like coming from divine energies. So it's a higher vibration than you might sense at another time. All right. So you need to really pay attention to that vibration of, you know, that little voice you hear in your head, or that little flutter that you get in your stomach when something's going on and it's kind of like premonition or intuition. They want you to pay attention to it, because it's like, I keep hearing that you're moving up a vibration. So you're being able to sense a little bit more out there that's past our normal human things, right? We all have, you know, the five senses: taste, smell, sight, hearing, and whatever else the other one is. I don't even remember right now. But we all have that. But we also all have that ability to have that sixth sense, which is the intuition, or like I was saying to somebody yesterday, I don't like labels. So it's whatever you can do to connect. And they kind of want you to be a little more aware of it, because, again, it'll make your perception of life a little bit bigger. You'll be able to understand stuff more. And it's almost like what I'm hearing as well is they're kind of downloading this information to you. So be aware of it, and don't be afraid of it, because it's nothing negative. It's just they're trying to open you more. So the Raven brings in the ancestors, or people that you've walked with, or family, friends, whatever, that you've walked through with your lifetime and that have transitioned to the spirit lands. And they just want you to know that everybody's supporting you, but they want you to open and not think it's a coincidence when you hear stuff. Just know that, yeah, when you see, maybe like some people see numbers, 444 came up the other day. We were talking with Holly yesterday, or 777, or, you know, whatever you see. Or if you see a particular bird, like somebody had a hawk following them last week, and it was everywhere they went, no matter where they were, a hawk showed up. So you need to be open to the signs that are being presented to you, so that you then can open enough to get the messages. So that's your card today, and I think that's pretty awesome. And it's the Raven. So it's, you know, again, and it's almost 2 with the Raven. They're not really letting me go with this, so I'm going to continue. They won't leave it. So it's kind of like getting back to nature, getting back to what's real, what's important for you. And they will bug you and drive you to that point to realize that you need that little bit of time for yourself. So ground yourself, open up, and yeah, that's your card, the Raven. And I hope that makes sense to you, Tammy. Okay, so let me go back up a little bit. Yes, you may. Hi, John Palmer. How are you? Yep, Mary Ann, I'll get you one too. Okay, give me a minute here. Woohoo. Mango's pipping in the background. I'm sorry. Phoenix is over here on my right. He's on my left, Mango. And he just knows I've got cards out. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, Afia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more? 7. Oh, this card came up the other day. I love this card. Okay, so your card today is the Moose. Okay. And moose are, and I explain this the same way every time, they're very solitary animals, and they're also very territorial. Now, what I'm seeing coming up for you is more of the territorial. So it's more about protecting your territory, your boundaries, your safe place. Because there's people and situations that are coming up towards you that are negative or chaotic or not in the highest good for you. Okay, so you need to kind of stand in your own power and set those boundaries. You're not hurting anybody's feeling. They don't need to draw you into negatives. You don't need negatives. And I feel like this has been going on for a little bit, and they're giving me like maybe 3-4 days, but it's something that's kind of like you're not really comfortable with it and you don't want to do it, or you don't want to be around that energy. So all they're doing is they're reinforcing, don't. If you don't want to be in a situation or around certain people, it's up to us to kind of gatekeep what we do to keep in that positive center of space, right? And a lot of times you'll have outside chaos, all of us. This is for all of us, not just you. And we don't know what to do with it. And sometimes we even feel guilty if we like don't pay attention to it. And you can't feel guilty. You have to make yourself the priority. So that is what the moose is bringing through for you today, my dear. And I hope that resonates for you. So keep up those boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no. They just yelled, don't be afraid to say no, because you're in charge, not anybody else. And if we go and let other people do our thinking for us or do things and pull us into negative situations, it's our fault because we're allowing it. So I hope you resonate with that and it makes some sense for you. Okay. All righty. Let me get to John. How are you, John Palmer? I hope you're well. Woo. All righty. It is warm here today. Yep, Mango was out this morning. The toddler, Phoenix. Phoenix, what are you doing, buddy? He's with me today. He's close by me because otherwise he'd be down and running around on the floor. So he's going to sit quietly over here. Yeah, I know. I hear you too. He's a snapball. I'm sorry. Oh, they're all talking. He's ringing the phone and he's just screaming. All right, here we go, John. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this, this is really a kind of a, I love these animals, and I actually have them up around me. And your card today is the cougar. Now, this for you today is about the path you're walking. And I'm seeing this cougar. They're kind of like, how can I put it? They're surveying all that's around them, right? Their space. And they're cautiously moving forward, but always twitching with those ears and that nose to check out if what you're doing is right. So this is actually a totem that may be working with you at this time. Pay attention to those little goosebumps that people get or that little spark of intuition, because this is the cougar that's going to be working with you. And I do feel it's a tight blend for whatever reason. Now, cougars are usually a lone predator. They don't like mate for life or any of that. So this is definitely about the path you're on. And I'm seeing also like it in snow or winter. Okay. So whatever's going on right now will continue to go on through into the wintertime, but it's nothing bad. It's just what your path is right now, how you're moving forward in your days, your weeks, your months. And they're just saying, be really conscious of the energies that are around you, of, again, like people, places, situations, whatever, and make sure it's what you want to move through or with. Okay. Pay really particular attention to those that are closest to you, the things that are closest to you, because I feel that you're going to be able to assist something that's coming up. They're saying like 1 to 3, so 1 to 3 months. And I'm not sure that it's not going on now, but it's like you're not aware of it right now. And again, it's nothing bad. It's almost like you'll be giving the assistance to whatever this is that's around you. But it'll be a positive thing. And it's going to be whatever the situation calls for that you're comfortable with, because you've gone through this before. So you're kind of taking on that mentorship kind of, sort of, okay? So whatever's going on with you, just keep moving through it, but be very, very aware and conscious of what's going on around you, okay? And that is your card, the Cougar. And it is an awesome totem. I don't know if it's your major totem that you work with, but this is the one that's coming in to give you lessons and teachings and different things like that, that helps and adds to your toolkit. Okay, and by your toolkit, I mean it's things you've learned and experiences, and when you get older, it's all things we've been through that we can apply to our current lives. Okay, so thank you, sir, for popping on today. I really appreciate the energy, and thanks for coming on. And like I said, I hope it resonates, John. Okay, so let me see, Mary Ann, I can get you. Yes, I can. Let's see what I've got for you today, dear. If I look tired or I seem like I'm low-key, it's kind of because I am. I'm in this really funky space of being half in and half out, and I'm not sure why yet. All right, Barry, let's see what I get for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, cats are busy today. This is for you today. You have the lion. Okay. So the lion, okay, how's the lion representing for Mary today? The lion is coming in with this energy of, sure, do it. I dare you. You know, I'm good. You can try whatever you want, but I'm good. I'm standing in my own power. It's in front of you, and it's like, it's almost like people are. I saw a video the other day, and I talked about it yesterday on the show, of this beautiful silverback gorilla, and it was one of the males. He was like the head dad that was here in this particular zoo. And this is what people are kind of doing to you. They're poking at you, right, with negatives. But what the chimp, or not, it's not a chimp, a baby gorilla did, it would go up behind its dad, who was facing the opposite way, and he'd poke him, just like a kid would, right? And then ran away and waited a few seconds and came back and poked him again, right? This is what I feel is going on with you. Somebody or work related or socially related, but somebody's trying to get to you, like get under your skin to kind of poke at you and say, nah, nah, boo, boo, you know, like we used to do when we were kids. But it's kind of agitating, and it's like somebody is trying to get the best of you, to work you up, to get you cheesed off, to get you to burst energy that you really don't need to, which will come out as negative to whatever this particular situation is. So they said, just keep your guard up and keep things close to the vest, they're telling me. But that lion, have that lion stand, that no matter what you're going to try to do, you're not going to break me. No matter what's going to happen, you're not going to aggravate me. I'm not going to feed that energy. And that's what you need to stand with today, Mary. And that's the lion. Okay, I hope that resonates for you. You know, it's a really tough world that we're working in right now and we're living in. And I actually feel bad for younger people, because when I was young, I went through the Detroit riots, and, you know, we had all kinds, Vietnam War, we had all kinds of stuff. And I really had thought for a while that we were past all that, right? And it's so much out there right now that it's really rough. And I just feel bad because still the younger people have to go through their own version of what we went through. Oh yeah, and by the way, everybody, best costume ever. I collect Batman stuff, so that's why that's on. Hi, Chloe Marie. How are you? Ah, that's fine. No problems, Kay. Love to have you here no matter what. That's good, Tammy, that you're writing a lot. Writing is really good for you because it sometimes brings out those inner frustrations or the daily things that we do that need to be expelled and cleansed so that we make more room for other things. So automatic writing is also a good way to connect with spirit. Okay. Oh, did you? You know, that's really interesting. Somebody else was talking to me yesterday. I don't even remember who it was. But they kept saying they were seeing the red birds, the red birds. So if it's cardinal, that's a message from spirit. That's actually a message from the divine energies that come in. It's always been represented by the cardinals. Okay. Hi, Angela. How are you? Angela Willow, excuse me. Wolf Nichols. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, I can get you a card. Let's see what. And again, I'm really sorry. My energy level is. I actually feel, and I don't have any meds in me or anything right now. And this is just water, but that's kind of what I feel like. Like I've had too much to drink. And I don't drink alcohol, so I haven't really drank much alcohol since I was in my 20s. And that's kind of where my head is today. So they're either downloading stuff to me or I'm just kind of half in and half out, like I said. All right, let's see. Yeah, David, I agree 100%. What a way to pass. It's such a tragedy. And yeah, their family and friends. You just have to keep them. I can't even imagine. And one woman lost not only her husband, but her son. I mean, that's just horrific way to go. 17-year-old. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, this card hasn't come up in a while. Okay, so your card today is the Dragonfly. Okay, now the Dragonfly energy, dragonflies, if you go outside sometime, and actually we finally got them up here, they're not the bigger ones, they're the smaller ones that I have red bodies right now, and as we move through June we'll have more. But what they do is they are kind of messengers from spirit, or a memory for you, or a reminder for you of a loved one that's trying to connect with you. Okay, so today what I'm seeing for you with that is you need to be open to more experiences that will be from spirit. Okay, hang on, let me give him something to fool with here so he's not bored. You want that? You got it? Yeah? Okay, there you go. Is so the spirit, like the spirit world in 2023, there's been a few shifts. There's been energy shifts, there's been earth plate shifts, there's been dimensional shifts, planetary shifts. It's all like very intense this year. But this year is also about healing, right? And one of the things that you have to remember is you have to be open to everything in positives, right? So if you put stuff out there in positives, or you want answers, or you're getting communication from people that have passed that's close to you. And actually, I feel this is a grandfather that would be coming for you and talking to you and connecting with you. It's like really strong. And I want to say it is on the maternal side of, it's a grandfather. And there's messages and little things that you may have not said out loud verbally, but that you've had these certain questions in your head. And when they send you an answer, sometimes you think it's coincidence, or sometimes you think, gosh, was that me? Did I really hear that? Or is that made up in my mind? And they want to tell you, no, it's not made up in your mind. It's responses to whatever it is your thought pattern is coming in. And that's why butterflies are like so mad, or butterflies, dragonflies are so magical, and their wings glisten, and they're just magic to watch. So I almost feel too, like if you were to walk outside near some flowers and stuff, like right now, if you walk outside by my house, there'll be no dragonflies. And as soon as you're outside, I get tons of dragonflies all over me. So this is kind of what I'm seeing for you. There's messages that are trying to be brought through for you to specific questions that you've asked, or validations that you've asked for. You just need to be more open to them. And if you put out the positives and you're asking for those responses from the spirit world, just make sure you tell them exactly what it is you want. You invite positives in, and it will show up. And again, you'll be kind of tapped on the back of the head, so to speak. And this is what I'm seeing from that grandfather that I see. He's like, tap him on the back of his head, just tap him, like, you know, here, I'm here, we've got answers for you. So just make sure you're open to that. And yeah, it's kind of magical. And again, I think it's your grandfather that would be coming through. At least that's how he's appearing to me. But it's almost, again, it's like tap, tap, tap. I'm here. I'm right here. So I hope that resonates for you, David. And that's your card today, is the dragonfly. Ooh, Chloe Marie, thank you. Thank you for sending that in. Sean and Bex will appreciate it for whatever they're putting out right now. I don't know, but they'll get these and they put them on the wheel or whatever they're doing currently. Okay. All right. I'm glad, Afia. I'm glad. I don't remember what I said already, but I'm glad. All right. Let's see. Tori, hi. How's Tori today? Hey, Deja, how are you? Oh, and I think I missed you, Maud, because the thing jumped up. So give me a chance and I'll get with you too. Okay. So, Tori, how are you? Let's see what I can pull for you today. Okay, I've got to ask, because before I'm even done shuffling these cards, they're drawing me, and what you guys don't see is I have crystals and stones and gems on my desk that I rearrange according to the way they want me to direct stuff. And what I'm seeing originally, like right away for you, is this stone, and this is, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of greenish. It's like a really pastel type green. Yeah, you can see it there. And this is a piece of, they call it infinite. It's very hard to find with that name. And I've had these, and I don't see them very often. So I don't know if they're rare or it's a form of jade. I'm not sure. But these are called infinite. And what I'm seeing is like a healing. Like there's some healing work to be done. I don't know if it's that it needs to be done because you've been asking for it, or just stuff that you're not quite aware of. Okay. Yep. Okay, so you need to be more open to the things around you. And I get this is like a healing of spiritual and physical, and I feel like very drained, which I wasn't feeling drained. I was just feeling loopy. And it's almost like your energy is just getting depleted. And it's basically you need to take the time out by not feeling guilty and take care of yourself a little better. And that infinite stone, that's what they are. They're healing stones. Okay, so let me see what cards say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so that kind of resonates as well. Okay, so your card is fire. Okay, and it's an element. and you can work with it. And again, with holding the infinite peace that I'm seeing. Part of the reason you need to do some healing work is, and when the element of fire is coming in for you, it's burning off all the old stuff. So there's stuff that you're dragging forward, and you're keeping in what I call your sacred circle. Okay. And that's what we hold dear and near, and it's filled with things that we love to do, people that we care about. It's our most treasured place, right? And it should be very sacred. So I feel that there's things in there, though, that you need to burn with the elemental of fire, not actually burn, but use that element's strength to let go of the past. And once you cleanse it, and fire is cleansing, even when we've had like forest fires, and, they're not great. They're bad for people that live around them, obviously. But what happens is when a fire goes in, even a controlled burn of forest or woods or whatever, it cleanses, and then new growth comes up, right? So this is what I'm seeing for you. You need to burn all this stuff off, let it go with no guilt, let it go, and it's okay. You don't have to forget it, but you don't have to hold it as tight as you are. And by doing so, you're going to free up more space that's around you and to bring in more positives, okay? And I feel like whatever this is, you're just exhausted or tired, but the reason behind it is, again, you're not letting stuff go that should just, it doesn't matter anymore. You can't go back and change it. You can only learn from it to move forward. And if you let go of it, don't feel guilty. Sometimes things don't resonate with you all the time, and we have to put them on the outside with no guilt. And it's okay. Maybe it'll come back or they'll come back. It doesn't matter, because it's not what you need right now. So you have to take care of that sacred space of you. Okay. So I hope that resonates for you, Tori. And that's your card. And, you got a piece of infinite, which is a healing stone. So I hope it resonates. And thanks for coming on. Okay, we're going to go down. I got to go up. Deja, I'll get you. And but I got to go back because I went the wrong way. And I got Maud. Maudie, I think I read for you on Tuesday. I don't remember, but I might have. But that's okay. Today's Thursday, a different day, right? Okay. Oop, that one fell. Okay. Let's see what goes. Okay. We got one. Did you drop your scratcher? Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I haven't pulled this one in a while either. Okay, so this is the card you have for today, and it's the ancestors, okay? So this goes back for you, Maud, to being able to, to kind of rely on the history of your family. And I feel like it's a mix, like, I want to say to look at the women, but I feel it's more the women in your, or the men in your bloodline. Father figure, uncle, brother, whatever. It's that kind of I feel more like a grandfather or a father figure. And they're trying to get you to understand that this is kind of a repetitive thing that goes through the family. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they're telling me for you to look at it and understand and kind of go back through the history of your bloodline, not beyond into when we weren't even here, but like the more recent, because there's answers there that you are looking to to understand, right? And the answers are there. I also feel that there's somebody that is living that you can turn to that will actually be a little bit surprised if you ask about whatever this is, but they'll say, geez, I haven't thought about that in a long time or whatever. They'll be surprised, but they'll have information for you. And I'm not really sure what this is leaning to. But again, they're showing me this repetitive, almost like, I don't know if it's Nurture versus nature, nurture versus nature. It's almost like it's genetic, but it only sparks, and that's what they're saying. It sparks when we open up, so it's not something that you would have to be so obvious in your face, but it's like when we open up to possibilities, we are shown things that we didn't even know or think about. So that's kind of where this is coming from. They want you to look a little deeper into that, and I'm not sure why, but it will assist you with some of the questions or the things that you've got going on now. Okay, so that's your card today, Maud, and it is the ancestors. People have to understand when we're looking for, hi Deja, I'll get you your card. Yeah. When we're looking for answers, sometimes we really need to rely on the people in our family, good, bad, or indifferent. There's still stories and oral histories that we can get from people that sometimes you wouldn't even think of. Like, I look back at my grandparents, and I've got pictures where my grandmother and her best friend were up in Atlantic City, and they're sitting on a beach, and they got a picture taken with chugging a beer. And it's like, if you had known my grandmother when she was old, you'd never ever think that she was that way. So people, and this is something I'm telling everybody, people that are older than us, our elders, no matter what kind of communities or culture you're in, they are walking history books. So make sure you spend time with them, listen to their stories. I know when we're little, we don't always want to hear those stories, but when we're older, it's very, very valuable, and it's our histories. It's our oral histories. So make sure you pay attention to the elders. Okay, Deja, let's see what I can get for you today. Hootie, hootie, hootie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oops. All right, so your card today, it's nice to see a little bit of diversity today. Your card is the Hawk. Okay, now I've actually been seeing several people recently, even online, on community online, social media, whatever. They've been talking about hawks. And hawks have many good traits that they can teach us and share with us that are beneficial to us even in our human self, right? So eagles and hawks are really revered among the native culture because they can fly so high. They're like the closest things that can get to Creator God. So when they go up, red-tailed hawks, the big thing I love watching about red-tailed hawks is when they go up in the wind current and then they twirl like a tornado as they glide back down, and then they catch another air drift and they go back up the same way. They concentrate over a certain area. They don't fly straight all the time. They're up there soaring, strengthening their wings, but they're also looking down below to what's going to assist them. And this is what I'm seeing for you. It's like you're the one that's circling right now, and you're looking for that thing, that person, that situation, something that's really super important for you, but you're waiting for that sign, right? For that sign that, yeah, this is what I was looking for. This is what I was trying to manifest. This is what I wanted. Okay. And sometimes we have to ride that current before we get to what we want. So they're saying, pay attention with your eyes, because the hawk is like the owl. They have very, very good perception with sight, but they use everything and they do what's best, right, for themselves. And this is what I'm being shown for you. It's like you need to ride those currents, because sometimes that's what life is about, right? Ups, downs, ins, out. That's the way life happens. And they're all lessons for us, but they really are saying for you, it will come. Just keep riding that wave, because it will happen. And when it does, you'll be able to choose which way you want to go with whatever this is that you've kind of wanted to manifest. Okay. So I hope that resonates for you. The hawk is a great totem. They're amazing animals. I love watching them here. I love watching them teach their young once the young hatch and start growing. They've just got a lot. So, and I'm also being guided to tell you to look up like what the hawk is, you can go to my website. Here, let me even put it in here. Any of you guys that want to know about totems, right? We want to, hang on, let me find it. Oh, it's zipping all over. Okay, I will give you the link. Hang on one second here. Here we go. And I have got all the totems that I'm going to put it in the link in the thing here. Hang on. And what I'm being shown for you, Miss Deb, is to make sure you check and see other things that the hawks represent. So it's kind of like understanding what they have so that you can see their abilities, so you can actually put those attributes into work with your own life. Okay, so I just placed that link in there, and yeah, check it out, guys. All the critters, most of them, I got a few new ones that I have to add to it, but they're there, and the meanings of what they mean in general is there as well. So again, thank you for popping on, Deja. I appreciate your energy, and I hope it resonated for you. All right, let me go down a little farther. I'm glad, John. I'm really glad. That's awesome. Hi, Margaret. I hope you're well. Sure, I'll give you a card today. All righty. Hi, Cara. How are you? Yeah, I can give you a card. Hang on. Hi, Lido. How are you? All right, let's get us here. Let's get us here. All right, here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, I love this card. Everybody's like, really? A cow? But yes, they have a lot to teach us. And your card today is the cow. The biggest thing I'm hearing from the cow right now, the totem, and the loudest things that were coming through as I was shuffling, is patience. You need to keep patience. There's a lot of, you have to let it run its course. That's also being said really loud. You have to allow it to run its course. So whatever's going on, it's almost like you're trying to speed it up. You're trying to make it be done with. And you're just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just need it taken care of. And I don't want to look at it. I don't want to think about it, blah, blah, blah. But they're saying, unfortunately, that's not how our human life works, right? You have to be a little bit more patient with yourself. You have to be mindful of the energies that are around you, that are the good ones to tap into and the ones that aren't. Okay, but you need to have a little bit more patience with whatever's going on with you. And I do feel almost that it's a physical thing. But I'm being told again, to tell you patience. And the reason they're saying patience with the cow, okay, the cow has 3 stomachs, and it takes a while for their food to digest and go through. And they call what it's called is ruminating. Okay, but what I'm being shown is the time. Okay, so you need to have some more patience with it. And once you do, don't add the negative energy to it, or don't add fear to it. It will come out well in the long run. Just don't keep adding fear. Just be open to it and know that it's going to take a while. Okay, so that's what's going on with you today, Margaret, and it is the cow. So thanks for coming on. I don't know that I'm beautiful today. I know that I was just telling Brianne this morning, my hair looks all crazy, but I'm not really. I wash it, but I don't really brush or comb it too much, because with over the past 5 years with the surgeries and COVID and all the fun stuff and the meds that they used to have me on, I kind of was like, Sean, I even told him, I said, maybe I'll be coming with you. We'll get a 2-for-1 with hair plugs. So my hair's all coming back, but it's taken a while. So that's why it's kind of wild. And I'm actually curly. So, you know, that's why it does what it does. But I look at myself sometimes like, oh my God, you look like a wild woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I haven't seen this card in a while either. This is good. The card is the horse. Okay. So the horse for you is about freedom. It's about freedom of space. And I feel that you kind of, what they're showing me is kind of locked yourself behind the barn door. But, you know, you go in the stables and they have stalls in there and they put that door in there and they shut it once the horse is in there. They get fed, or maybe they keep them there at night. But that's what I feel. It's like, even though your soul is calling out to be let loose and free in the pasture, like the horse just loves, you know, you see all these videos or movies or things on TV, right, where the horses are running wild. And this is what I feel your soul is kind of looking for, but you keep trying to prevent it from doing so. You need to open more. You need to open to the pasture, so to speak, for the horse. And horse is actually working with you almost as a totem, and it's trying to get you to push the limits a little bit. So they want you to open up to possibilities that are coming in. You're safe. You've done a lot of work, they're saying, but you still have to push that door open bigger than the tiny crack that you have, and trust that everything you've learned to this point in your life, everything that you are at this point of life, will support you as you do the next step. But I'm seeing, let me out of the barn. Your soul's like, let me out of the stable. And you want to be free of that. And that's what the horse is representing for you today. And I hope it resonates with you. Woo! And thanks for being here, Cara. Appreciate it. Woo! Just jumped. Hang on, guys. Yeah, you know, yeah, it could have been, you know. I'm not a kid, and I'm kind of tired right now, or whatever my head is floating for. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Wow. Happy birthday, Kimberly Jean. That's awesome. Let's see what we can get for you for your next trip around the sun, right? Woo. Let's see, guys. Shuffle them up good. Oh, they want me to cut these, so hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hi, Pip Pip. Pip Pip's banging her cage. She's excited. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well. This is one of the cards I changed a little bit. I love this one, though. The silk screen I did of this came out really well. It is the frog. Okay, isn't that a cool looking frog? I just love it. Okay, so with you, this is like, okay, so it's like you're coming into a new cycle, like another year. I don't do numerology, so I don't know where you're at. A friend of mine does it, and people can, I'm not good with numbers, trying to figure that kind of stuff out. I've never been good with numbers, but this is what I'm being told is it's the next cycle for you. And I want to say that you're close to beginning again, like something new, a new chapter, a new cycle. And what they're saying is it's kind of, with the frog, it represents like water. It represents the cycles. Like they show me like the eggs, then the pollywogs with legs, and then to the frog with a tail, and then into the frog. So it's like a complete cycle. What I see you going into is you're not the egg, but you're more of like at the what they call pollywog stage, right? Where a tadpole, you know, they're tadpoles. And this is where I feel you're stepping into for this upcoming year. So this is kind of like you can manifest, you can start building again on things that you want. This is a real positive time for you right now. And I want to say taking you into September. October. Nope, September. Okay, and it'll take you into that. But this is when you can plan, when you can begin to think about what you're going to manifest, how you're going to manifest. This is all like the planning season for you. Okay, and the frog is renewing kind of energy, kind of thought process, just kind of renewing everything that you need for this next part of your journey that's going on. be open to it. And they're saying think big, don't think small. Just make sure you're very precise with what you put out to the universe. But it's almost like it's a thoughtful time as well, because you need to figure out which direction you want to go. And I feel that there's going to be new experiences, new opportunities that are going to present for you. And it's your choice to do what it is that you feel resonates with you. But you want to make sure it does resonate with you when you do choose, because sometimes it's like when I talk about crystals, okay? You can have one crystal. Okay, now this one's a carnelian and quartz, okay? And this is the same thing, but it's a little deeper color, right? Okay, so if I take this one and try to switch hands, they don't feel good. They feel weird. So when I put them back in the correct place, because they do talk to us and they do have energies that they share with us, this feels good. So that's what I'm being told. You need to make sure that it resonates for you. It feels good with whatever it is that you're going to walk forward in over this next year. But I do feel it's a very strong time period for you between now and, like I said, the end of September, like the third week in September. So utilize it and utilize it well, because it'll help you manifest things that you want. Okay, thanks for coming on today, and happy birthday. And yeah, your card was the frog. That's exciting. That's exciting. Hello, Christy Treat Matthews. How are you? Yeah, let me see what I can do. Chloe, I'm doing okay, you know. Yeah, I'm getting there. It is what it is, right? Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we were talking about dragons yesterday. Dragons are powerful. I still got to get the address for this person that I need to send this ding dong dragon to that I've got here. Look at, I'll show you. I put it up yesterday too. It's lapis. So you can see the shine in it. It's quite amazing, actually. It's not tiny either, but it's depends on what it is. But it's got a lot of energy. But it's not for me. Naturally, it's not for me. They always come in and it's like, here, and I'm like, no, I don't want to get rid of them. I want to keep them because they're like little people that talk to you. All right, so let me see what I got for you today. Oh, they want me to do it one more time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you've got going on some squirrel energy, okay? Squirrels. Squirrels are so happy up here right now because the weather's finally switched up and it's warmer and it's lovely and it's grand. And they're like curious, and they follow the same patterns habit-wise. They're very playful, but they have their mind. They make their nest. They're very studious with that. They're very driven to do that. And what I'm seeing with you is, well, let me tell you the other thing that they do. It's kind of scattered. So they think of something and they start doing it, and then it's like, oh, wait, where did I bury that last one? So they kind of like, oh, look at the pretty butterfly, right? They're kind of easily thrown off course sometimes. And this is what I'm seeing for you is like, oh, I'm doing this, and it, you know, and then it's like, oh, wait, oh, look, this might be fun to do. And so you move over to like another project or another thing that's going on. So what I'm being told really loud is you need to rein it in a little bit so that you stay focused more on a task at hand, finish, complete it, and then move. And it doesn't mean it's a task, but it means it's something that you're working with or doing, or a person that you have some kind of relationship with, which could be a kid, it could be a cousin, it could be a friend, it could be a spouse, doesn't matter. But you need to like rein your attention span in, because you're looking, and again, you're taking 2 steps forward and you're missing the in-between steps. And then you miss where you started from. So there's things and lessons and nuances that you need to have before you jump around to everything. So that's your card today, Christy. And I hope that resonates for you. And thanks for coming on. And it is the squirrel. Squirrels are crazy. I actually have a friend, and that's her totem is the squirrel. And she's a very dear friend of mine, and I love her. She's got a lot of energy, but she's all over the map. Sorry. All right. Let me go down a little bit. Good, Mary. I'm glad. Yep, I am glad. Let me go down. Hey, by the way, when I forgot to ask you the other day when you were on, did you, oh, I love black licorice. I just had Brienne's up and she brought me some black licorice yesterday and I was in heaven. What date is it, Kay, that you're supposed to be doing your readings and cards at wherever they asked you to go? Can't remember. Good. I'm really glad. Good. Good deal. All right, let's go down a little bit more. You're very welcome, David. Very, very welcome. Okay. Oh. Okay, I see that. Okay. La la. All right, coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. Hi, Jillian. How are you? Yeah, I saw you the other day. Sure, Crush. I did see you. Hi, Cindy Pinkham. How are you? Cara, I can. Did I just read for you? Or did I say I was going to read? I probably was going to say. Okay, yeah, sure. You know, I will tell you this, Presh. There is some really funky energy going on right now. I mean, to tell you, it's like somebody, like, it's pressure. And I know that doesn't make sense, but it's like pressure, like they're taking their hand and they're going whack and they're pushing me back. And that's what I feel on my head. It's not a headache, it's pressure. And that's what it's almost like I'm lightheaded, right? So yeah, the energy is kind of weird. So kind of protect your self with that. I don't know what the heck's going on. Maybe smudge or light some incense or a good candle. Oh, and remember, good candles are always available through Storm, says Stevani with his Astro Magic line. I love Storm. He's an astrologer, and I adore him, and that's his line. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't think I've ever pulled this card for you. I could be wrong. Okay, your card today is the Black Swan. And what I feel with this is like it's stepped back. It's gone back into the shade. So it doesn't really want to be seen because it needs to gather more confidence, gather more appreciation for self, and be comfortable in your own skin, or in its case, its own feathers, right? So this is where I feel this is coming from for you. It's kind of about, okay, yeah. It's kind of about the thought process that you and all of us need to be able to take time for ourselves with nothing else on the plate. And I know it's very hard, you know, people that have kids or families or jobs or whatever, but you always can take that few moments and you have to give back to yourself. And this is what I keep seeing with this Black Swan. It keeps going backwards, like it starts to come out. And it's almost like what it's showing me is like you get to the point where you're doing something that's going to make you feel better, or yeah, maybe I'll take this time to do it. And then something comes in and shoves you back, and you don't have to, but you do take up whatever it is they're asking you to do or participate with. Sometimes we have to learn to say no. And okay, yep. The Black Swan is beautiful. They are gorgeous creatures, gorgeous birds. But you have to be more like them and just let people know who you are, and let people know, maybe I can't do this today. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But you need to take care of yourself with no guilt, without somebody handing you something that you're jumping into. You need to take better care of yourself. And I'm feeling mind and body, not spiritual. Your spiritual seems to be good, but you need to balance all of it. And your mind and your body are like, ooh, we've had it for a while, and I'm not really sure I can do that or this, but they're really pushing me to do it. Don't do it. Just tell them you'll either get to it later, or however you put up your boundaries. But you need to let people know that you need to also take care of self. It's very important. And I get that you don't do that a lot. Okay, so that's your card, Crush. It's actually pretty clear what's coming through is you just have to take better care of yourself, physically and emotionally or mentally, however you want to put it. Okay. All right. And I hope that resonates for you, darling. And thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah. Julian. Julian. Okay. All righty. Let's see what we got for Miss Cara today. Thank you, Jamie. Are you leaving me? Oh, she's leaving me. Okay, hang on, guys. All right, here we go. Cara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'm being told, didn't I just tell you something Tuesday? Not me, Spirit. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't remember what it was said, but I'm pretty sure it was this week. Okay, and so your card today is the Spider. Okay, now the Spider is really important because the Spider is very good at what I'll call house cleaning. And I don't mean the actual house. I mean taking care of self, like house cleaning inside our bodies, our minds, our spirit, you know, our physical part of us. And this is what I'm being shown. Get your house in order. By your house in order is get yourself in order. You need to repair the parts of the web that were created that maybe aren't working for you. So you need to kind of repair it so that you can take another direction. But this is what they're screaming in my head right now is get your house in order. Get yourself in order. Okay. And spiders are diligent. You know, they keep doing until it's fixed. So that's what you've got to do. And it's based on this and whatever I told you the other day, and I'm not sure, I don't remember, but they're really loud. The Spider's your card, and I hope it resonates, but they're saying quit messing about and get your house in order. And again, it doesn't mean your physical house, it's referring to you. So I hope that resonates for you. And I get it because I'm in that kind of same spot. I have to get some stuff taken care of. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, good. There you go. I don't remember what I told you, but yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to go down a little bit farther here. Let's see. I can't read that small stuff. You're very welcome. Good. The last reading. Oh, I don't even remember reading. I don't remember. People ask me. I don't remember reading from when I'm done and y'all have the message. It leaves me because I don't need it. It's not for me. You're very welcome, and I appreciate you being here. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's awesome. I'm not quite sure what I told you either. That's what's happening today. It's going in and out of my head completely. All right, so let me go down a little bit farther. Very welcome. Very welcome. What are you doing? Ice cream and meringue? You know what I want? You know what I want, Julian? I want a hot fudge cream puff from Sanders with vanilla ice cream in the middle of it. Oh, I used to go down with my mom, and they used to have this ice cream shop, and we'd sit. It was like a counter, like they don't have anymore, with little swivel seats at the counter, and they'd go and they'd make, and they fresh bake these beautiful, tasty cream puffs. They'd slice them in half, put some scoops of vanilla ice cream in it, and then Sanders would also drizzle their hot fudge all over it. Oh man, I could die for one of those right now. Die. All right, guys, let's see. I'm gonna go down here a little bit farther because I feel like I'm okay. Christy, good. I'm glad. You're very welcome. All right, guys. Well, I've been on here a little over an hour, and this was kind of a bonus day for everybody. So bless you all. I love you all, and thanks for popping in. And I'll be next Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be back again. Okay, so you guys have a great day. Bye.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear. Bye.